Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com and your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Tuesday morning forecast update. All of us waking up to temperatures that will be in the 50s this morning. So for many of us, this will be the coolest morning we have felt since the month of May and the spring months here. So probably you've forgotten where your jacket is, but you may need to grab it this morning for a few hours. Again, a few months from now, the 50-degree mornings will feel great, but coming off the long, hot summer here, 50s. A bit of a shock to the system, so you may want to grab a jacket, just kind of test things out this morning, especially if you're going to be spending more than a few minutes outside. But once that sun is up, it is going to be just absolutely spectacular for much of the day here. Very low humidity, and your high temperature is winding up in the mid-80s, which is close to or maybe just a little bit below average for the date as far as the high temperatures. High pressure continues to build in. That is going to keep us very dry for the remainder of the week. And we actually have another front out here that is going to come through late tomorrow and kind of reinforce the low humidity as well as the cooler air for this time of the year. In fact, by Thursday, you could see these high temperatures drop into the 70s, so some really nice weather to continue through the remainder of the week here. You can see your temperatures this morning. We actually do have a few areas in the 40s, including 49 in DeQueen. Right now at 59 in Shreveport and low 60s for Texarkana. That light north breeze is what we have to thank for this nice weather, as that north wind has really dropped the humidity. And there's your highs today. Should wind up in the mid-80s this afternoon. Again, probably not feeling too many changes from yesterday, but the humidity is even lower, so I think we'll enjoy that for the rest of the week. A look at your Robinson and Futurecast. Not much to see here. All day sunshine for us, and the breeze should stay light and out of the northeast as we continue through the afternoon as well. Lows tonight, we've got one more night at least in the 50s here, and probably a few more nights. I think these cooler mornings are going to stick around through the weekend as well. And of course, the big story across the country here will be Hurricane Ian over the next few days. You can see the center of Ian is currently located over western Cuba this morning. The outer bands of Ian are already impacting the state of Florida. They've had a number of tornado warnings just due to some of those outer bands this morning. Winds up to 125 miles per hour, and it will continue to intensify today. So the National Hurricane Center does have Ian becoming a Category 3 and 4 hurricane. And the issue here, you can see just how slow this storm will be from this afternoon all the way through Friday. The storm will kind of hover off the western coast of Florida here, so they are expecting some significant flooding in the city of Tampa. Of course, get a lot of storm surge coming off the Gulf of Mexico as well. So this is pretty much what they're describing as maybe a worst case scenario for the west coast of Florida. So if you do have travel plans, not only the rest of the week, but through the weekend, since they'll be dealing with some of the flooding there, just make sure you check ahead or make some alternate plans, as this will likely have a significant impact, which will last for maybe several weeks in those areas of Florida, and we will continue to keep you updated on that. So there's a look at your 7-day. Again, terrible weather over there in the southeast, but we have just some enjoyable weather here in the Arklatex as long as that high pressure stays with us, humidity stays low. All the way through the weekend, lows will be in the 50s, daytime highs for the most part in the 80s, and it does look to be dry next week as well. A little bit warmer, we could wind up in the low 90s again by the middle of next week.